Steph says, blessings for Danny. Amen. Steph, you would know, Steph might not be here, but anybody who follows along on Facebook, our church services on Sunday, you would know Steph. I'll do that on Wednesday. While we're talking about church stuff, I want to talk about something other than this stuff we've been talking about. I want to talk about Lent. So Lent begins on Wednesday, Ash Wednesday. That's the beginning of our Lenten journey, as is often said to me. I don't ever usually know what that means, except it's like 40 days. Lent is a time when we let go of, we sacrifice, we fast. Lent is this time we abstain and fast from things that take us away from God. That's one of the ways that I look at it now. I'm not a big fan of food fasting. I'm not a big fan of that kind of thing because there's so many people who can be harmed by it. So I like looking at Lent from the perspective of what are the things that we are consuming that are getting in the way of our relationship with God. And I know lots of people say, well, but I give up chips. Well, if you eat a lot of chips, then that's going to cause health issues, and health issues will get in the way of your relationship with God. And I'd give up soda. Well, the same thing. Or I give up McDonald's or fast food, right? So those, to me, that fits. For me this year, I'm going to give up time. The time that I spend watching television. That's what I'm going to give up. The time I spend watching mindless videos, the time that I spend watching shorts, they're gone. The time that I spend scrolling for no reason. Now, I do a lot of that stuff for research, but the stuff that I just do because I'm sort of zombified and scrolling through, as someone said earlier, my phone. And with that time, my intention is to write. I have many stories that I've taken, many ideas for stories that I have, and I have one that I've decided I'm going to write this story. And at the end of Lent, I hope to have something that I can go, hey, I did it, and here's 150 pages that make absolutely no sense at all, but there it is. It's done. But something else that my family and I have talked about, my wife and I have talked about, and it comes from our friend Gwen. She got me thinking about it because last Friday, I don't know if you remember, the 28th of February, was like this day where we boycott shopping. We don't buy anything, right? Don't buy anything on that day. And I thought that was a great idea. What if we expanded that? So in Lent, you go 6 days of fasting and you have 1 day of celebration because Sunday doesn't count. Sunday doesn't count in Lent. Sunday's your cheat day, to use a modern colloquialism. Sunday is your cheat day, but the reason for that is because Sunday is the day we remember Jesus' resurrection. Sunday's the remembrance of Easter, and so throughout Lent, you don't fast on the celebration of Jesus rising from the grave. So here's the thing. Now, I can't bring myself to do this on Sunday because I hate shopping on Sunday. I'm not saying I haven't done it. I'm saying I dislike it a lot. It bothers me that there's not a single day in the week that everybody has off. It bothers me that stores are open all the time, and people people need to work. They need to go to work. The people are there. So here's what I'm suggesting. What if during Lent we gave up shopping and only shopped 1 day a week? Did all of our shopping 1 day a week. Need to go to the store? Go to the store on 1 day. Need to get gas? Get it that day too. Need to get a book, need to get software, need to get music, whatever it happens to be. Do it on that 1 day. Be very intentional about your shopping, i.e., your consumption. Run out of something, non-essential. Okay, I'm not gonna go get it. Even though I could, I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this shopping once a week. Now, the one caveat I would say is unless it's for someone else who's in need. Okay. And that doesn't mean, I can say to my wife, I really need ice cream. And she says, oh, okay, I'll go get ice cream, even though it's not the day for shopping. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about somebody who needs a meal. I'm talking about somebody who needs a couple of dollars with groceries, somebody who is in need that we are put in a position to provide for. And that's, for what it's worth, that's biblical. Jesus actually has a conversation with people because he heals on the Sabbath, and they're very upset that he worked on the Sabbath. And he says, well, which one of you wouldn't get your goat out of a ditch if it fell in, or your donkey out of a pit if it fell in? Of course, there's times that we have to work even though it's the Sabbath, but the Sabbath is there for us. We are not there for the Sabbath. Same idea here. This is for us. But if there's someone in need and we can help, then yeah, we do it, despite our Lenten fast. I think God would be okay for us breaking our Lenten shopping fast. I'm just thinking about saving gas. I'm thinking about saving the time. I'm thinking about saving money. I'm thinking about the changing of a behavior, of a habit. Letting go of an indulgence, a privilege. I don't need this. Building a new habit. This is the day that I do this stuff and no other. Anyway, as our friend says, it's just a thought. Amen.